Good morning, Facebook. I've never live streamed at 6:59 in the morning, so we'll see if anyone is on Facebook at 6:59 in the morning. I'm going to talk about how to not let negativity brainwash your dreams out of you. I know it's the morning, people got things to do, so this will be quick and awesome. Comment, let me know where you're from. I'm in San Diego in my living room. I was just on the ground stretching, and I got inspired. I never made live streams early in the morning. So let me know where you're from. I'd be curious to know at 7 in the morning Pacific time, Pacific Standard Time, where that makes everyone else in the world. So comment in, let me know. Oh, Ireland, cool, awesome. What's up, Andrea? Good to see you out in Ireland. I guess this is a good time. I'm going to talk about how to not let negativity brainwash you early in the morning. Croatia, cool. Maybe this is a good international time. So has that ever happened to you? It's 15:59 there. I don't know what time 15:59 is. Dubai, awesome, cool. This is an international time. So more. I heard that place is really cool. Wayne Dyer has it in his movie The Shift. So we're going to talk about, you know what I mean? Like, we start our days and then something takes a hold of our consciousness or our mind or our thoughts early in the morning, and we kind of get set down a path. So real quick, I just want to make a couple cool points that I think will really open you up to a lot that you can take control over in your mind and in your life and in your heart and in your spirit and in your dreams. So before we get going, if that sounds cool, give it some hearts, give it some likes. It'll help other people see it. Jake, Stony Creek, I don't know where that is. Maddie Moon, what's up, Colorado? Give it some hearts, give it some likes. It'll help people see it. It'll let me know 7 in the morning is a good time in order to do this. So England, gosh, we got so many awesome people from across the world. This is a good international time. So I'm having a good morning so far. I drinking some tea, some mate. Malaysia. So who here thinks, say yes, if you think that it'd be nice to brainwash yourself into all of your dreams before the world tries to pull the negativity right into your mind? Say yes. 50 people. Love your smile. I love your compliments. Thank you. Make me feel good about myself. So get this. Sweden. What's up, Sweden? Woo! There's way more international people than Americans. Israel. Wow. There's like 10 countries here already. Oh, Stony Creek is Southern Ontario. Okay, cool. Awesome. That's amazing. So, all right. So, you know what I mean? We wake up in the morning and then, we have life. We have bills to pay, things to do, whether it's our job or our entrepreneurship or our school or chores or family things. We have all these things to do. All of these things are happening in our lives. So if you're just joining us, we're going to talk about how to not let negativity brainwash you and how to brainwash yourself into your dreams. Really quick, cool, easy distinction. I know it's 7 in the morning. People got things to do. So this would be cool and awesome and quick. Comment in where you're from if you're just joining us right now. It looks like almost everyone is international at this time of the hour. Hi, Bridget. It's good to see you. I hope everything's been going awesome since the event. So, your mind basically, I love the slightly hippie look. It's just who I am. So as soon as the day gets going, we get infiltrated because we got all these things to do, right? We've got all of these things to take care of, and the mind goes into fight or flight mode. That's just the way that it's conditioned in our world to operate. So we get tense, our body gets constricted, our nervous system starts really moving pretty quick. We feel a lot of stress. And, before long, what could be an awesome day turns out to be a okay day. You hear people say that all the time. Hey, Sherry, what's up? Sherry, Louisiana. So you hear people say all the time, you're like, hey, how's it going? Okay. Pretty good. So. It's like, have you heard? Give some hearts, likes, yeses if you hear that one a lot, even if you hear it in your own native language in your international, the translation, okay, pretty good. We hear that all the time, but I believe that life should be so much grander, better, more powerful than just, pretty good, okay. If you're just joining us, comment in where you're coming from. So we say that all the time. And it's because we look around, we're like, okay, my bank account only has this much in it. Or, I look around and I'm only this far in my career or my job or my dreams. Or look at that person, they're so far. Or, wow, did you see that, earthquake just happened? Or this happened. Like, our mind just gets full of all of these stress and doubt and worry in all of its forms, from like my kids acting up at school to, no one's going to buy my art or my dreams or my book, or, I'm still overweight, or whatever it is. Like, all of these crazy things that there's so many things to be negative about. And especially right now, there's so much political unrest, especially in America. There's a lot of divide. A lot of people are stressed. A lot of people are there's so much happening. Well, keep this in mind. This is the entire theme of this live stream. And share this video. Press share. Like, if this speaks to you, press the share button. I'm so grateful for everyone that's ever shared my content before. You've probably found, if you're on this live stream, you probably found this inspiration because someone else shared it. So press the share button, press the hearts, comment in where you're coming from. So here's the whole thing. There's two forms of attention. There's attention without and attention within. I'll say that again. There's attention without and there's attention within. Without, within. So attention without is like our eyes, our mind, our senses get really focused on, like, my bank account only has this much in it. Or like something like comparing myself to, someone who's further along in their dreams. Or I was talking to a client yesterday who's, stepping into what I'm doing, and he said, my video only has 50 views, or 70, he said 70. My only video only has 70 views. And I said, you're scoreboard watching. You're focused too much on the outer world. And what happens is that we put all of our attention on the attention without. Well, I'm only this good because my bank account's only here. My dreams aren't really as possible because if you look at my report cards in school, or if you look at me in the mirror, I'm overweight, or I'm not that good looking as that person, or whatever it is. Think of something in your life that you tell yourself as to why your dreams aren't possible, or your goals for 2017 aren't possible because of something exterior. So comment yes if you can think of something. Like, I know this is a little interactive, but that's how you're going to get the most value. Is think of something exterior that you tell yourself as to why your dreams aren't possible. Too old, too young, too fat, not good enough, too many kids, not enough economic opportunities, there's political unrest, I'm not smart enough, those people are smarter, they're further along than me, there's just not enough opportunity. Whatever it is, all these exterior things, the list is endless of what we tell ourselves, but they're all exterior things. So our attention is I'm not easy to love, right? There's all of these exterior things, and they stop us because we live into that story. So the day starts and, my dreams aren't possible because of my bank account or whatever it is. Our mind gets immediately focused on the physical world. So we take the world around us as truth. Wallace Waddle says, to think what you want to think is to think truth regardless of appearance. So regardless of what's happening around you, to think what you want to think, to hold your own image, your own ideal, your own dream, regardless of what your physical senses tell you, that's real truth. And if you really break it down, everything that's ever been created, whether it's I'm on an iPhone right now, right? The internet, Facebook, we're using Facebook, books, like just a random book, anything, any shirt. This is created by a designer. Everything's created through imagination. So it's not created by looking out into the world and saying, well, is this possible given the current circumstances, given the current resources, given where I am in my life and who I am, is this possible? No one has ever done that. That's created anything of any major significance or minor significance. They've all, even the home that I live in, right? That's created by an architect, that's created by a designer. Someone went into their imagination and they said, okay, here's how it's going to look. That's attention within. So there's two forms of attention that I'm talking about. Attention within or attention without. Within, without. And what I want to invite you to consider is as you're moving through today, and let's just focus on today right now. While you're moving through today, and that will translate into the week, into the rest of 2016, into 2017, which is, let me focus more on my attention within than without. And you can say to yourself, like when you're psyching yourself out, when you're full of negativity, oh, I'm just giving all my power to the world outside of myself. So someone tells you bad news, someone says, you're too old, you're too smart, you're not good, you're not smart enough, you're not good enough, the economy's this, whatever it is. You just say, that's not part of my belief system. I want everyone to remember that. Someone told me recently, I was walking on the street and someone said, hey, I just wanted to come up and introduce myself. I watched one of your videos where you told me to say, if someone tells me my dreams aren't possible, to say, that's not part of my belief system. And I kind of forgot about it. And just last week, and this was a long time after he had seen the video, he had told someone his big idea, and the woman told him it was a bad idea. And in his head, he just said, cool, that's not part of my belief system. That would be an example. Anthony Hidalgo says he has to go off to work. Just remember to keep our attention focused within. So when the world gives you negativity, you say, I have the ability to reject that. So the example of that's not part of my belief system, that's an example of attention within. But what most of us do is we say, okay, you're probably right. Or we get angry at them. We try and fight them. We try to resist them. So it's just withdrawing so much of our attention and power away from the world and into our inner world. And that's when we really, that's when we step into our own self-mastery. That's when we step into our own creativity, our own the world may be this way, but I'll create it. And I mentioned this before. Steve Jobs at Apple, they called it his reality distortion field. That's what they called it. He was like, I don't really care what's going on in the world. Here's my dream. We're going to make this happen no matter what. That's attention within versus attention without. So you can look at whatever your goals are, right? I'm not talking to you personally in regards to, I don't know what your specific goals are, but you can look at the areas of your life and say, what am I telling myself? I always would tell myself I don't have, enough income in my business to do this project or this project. Stupid. Attention without things. If I get creative, I can figure out ways to do them anyways. What do you think you can become? Never doubt that. So I was just reading a comment. Carrie said, I'm saying hi from Scotland. I would just like to say I've sold all of my artwork this year, minus a couple pieces when many people told me they wouldn't sell them. Everyone give Carrie congratulations, right? So what I'm just saying is, if you look at any great achiever, I watched Oprah's, it's an hour-long interview that she did with Stanford University last night. It's really good. I never watched it before. It came out a couple years ago. She's saying the same thing. It's really amazing to see Oprah as net worth $2.5 billion, saying I don't really give any significance to the outer world. I just here's my dream and I won't let anyone tell me otherwise. If you look at any